Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first official episode of the JTP Gaming Podcast. We decided to reboot the whole podcast a bit early than we usually would have, purely because the last two, well, the first one was dreadful, and then the second one was just too short. It was better, but it was just too short. So now we're going to move on to a more girthier podcast. And yes,
not the word choice I would have used,
and yes,
but alright.
That is what she said. Indeed. She said it very eloquently.
Get hyper. Get hyper.
Alright,
Okay,
yep,
so-
we're done with that part.
So, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Matthew Lundeen. That over there is one of the founders of this channel, Tom Olsha.
Hello.
Sitting next to him is Colin Steele, a man who is essentially the Gavin Free of this podcast. We then have Ben Walters, and then we have Jacob McGorvick, the second founder. And on Skype, we have the third founder of this podcast. And more importantly, the
T, and the
channel.
P.
He is the P. That sounded weird. Paul Lipinski.
As in he's the P in the
Over-
part of this program.
Over a Skype call.
This is our 10 subscriber special, so...
Yeah,
Yes,
so we got the guy from Florida.
We
to be
reached
on
10
this.
subscribers, one of which I think is Jimmy, which I think we should be kind of concerned about. 'cause-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
But
can stop with that now.
Yeah, you
That's,
can
like,
stop.
unnecessary.
Just let him go. Let him do his thing. Yeah, we got more hats
Alright.
now. Good. We are professional as fuck. Okay. So I think we should start the podcast by talking about what we've all been playing this week. So, Tom, I'd like you to start because you are a very, very special guest, or at least one of the two.
Hopefully I won't be a guest and I'll be on this
And this is your
That would
first
be nice.
video that you've appeared in on your own YouTube channel.
That is true. There have already been multiple videos on my own YouTube channel that I haven't been in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ben has already released like a
It's gonna change
4-part
Payday
series.
He did actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ben has the most videos of anybody on this channel.
I'm gonna have
Whoa,
one
whoa,
tomorrow
whoa,
morning,
whoa,
by the
whoa.
way,
Tomorrow, why the morning?
because it's like 10 o'clock and it's not gonna.
Oh,
be
wait,
uploaded
tomorrow's
by tomorrow
Saturday.
Oh,
morning.
I know, right? I just realized that. It's tomorrow's Saturday. It's like, I can
God,
sleep
weekend.
today. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, back on topic.
So, Tom, what have you been playing this week?
The game that I've been playing this week the most is The Binding of Isaac.
Oh,
It is,
snap.
personally,
It's like the
I
weirdest.
love the game. It's very strange, like, I don't know how to describe it, because it's, like, kind of fucked up, is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
But, like, it's still a really fun game to play.
I cannot tell you how many times I've gone over to Justin's house and he's been like, "Hey, I'm gonna play Binding of Isaac. You wanna watch this?" I'm like, "That sounds like an interesting game." And I watch it and it's like,
It's
well,
basically
yeah,
a religious-based or dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to call it religious
Yeah.
based, because that makes it sound like,
It has
oh,
aspects of.
and your main weapon is you fire tears at
yes,
it.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
As a
basically,
baby who is trying to be killed, who's like
his mother is trying to
It's,
sacrifice him to her god.
it's basically that biblical story of Isaac and what's his face.
You know,
Yeah,
that other guy,
Simon.
what's
Isaac
his
and
face?
what's his face, you know?
Simon.
I mean,
What's his face is a bad
what's his
motherfucker.
face was a very common name in that era.
Yeah.
What's his face was
I believe it's pronounced Voss's face.
What's his face?
Voss's
Voss's
yes.
face.
Exactly.
Weird facade.
Yeah, that game always looked really disturbing, but at the same time it looks like it could be really
Yeah,
good,
it's-
which is why I never played it.
Because you get different items every time your guy looks different.
True,
like,
yeah.
every time.
It's like, I mean, it's like a new dungeon every time, and like you would have to play the game probably like billions of times in order to get a repeat on what dungeon you get, and you get new items every time. I think there's like over 200 items, and the items do like make, although obviously they're like changing his abilities and like stats and such, it also changes him cosmetically, which adds a little bit of humor to the game.
Yeah, isn't there an ability that actually like it's like, because usually he's frowning and like crying, but then like isn't there another ability that makes it so he starts smiling and then he just starts peeing?
Yeah,
Like,
there is an item. There's an item called Number 1, which makes Isaac's tears yellow, but that hints towards the fact that they're not tears anymore, because they're also not coming out of his eyes. They're coming out of like this
the
region.
crotchal region.
Yes, the crotchal region.
It's the coccyges region.
Yes, that one exactly, to hint at the fact that he's peeing.
The coccyges.
And
I know.
for some reason, peeing makes him happy. So they put a smile on him?
Well, really, to be honest, if you have to really go and you're like in an airport and you're like,
just
oh god, I want to get through security so I can get to the bathroom because I really have to go because I drank an entire bottle of. Well, this is actually the right type of water that I usually drink, but I'm gonna imagine it's Ice Mountain.
Sponsored? It's not Ice Mountain. We're not sponsored by anybody. That's not us.
I refuse to sponsor this other water
not
company,
Pepsi. Definitely not
Hinkley
Pepsi.
Springs. I definitely won't sponsor them either.
Actually, Pure Life, made by Nestle, because my dad works for Nestle. So.
Fiji,
drink that.
Fiji also.
All
right,
can we stop talking about water?
Yeah, Colin. What? Oh, that's because you had to. Yeah, okay.
Okay, good stuff.
Clever. All right, Jacob, what have you been playing?
I have been playing some more Borderlands 2 because I came out with a new episode.
Tell us about that series.
It's really fun if you have all the DLC. I actually posted another one, another 58 or 54 minute, I don't remember. That fucking took long. That took like 16 hours just to upload.
Yeah, I remember you texting me and saying, the video says it has like 720 minutes.
It started with like 1,100 minutes to go.
God dang.
So,
God.
never doing that again.
See, I don't know like this technical stuff because, as I said before we started the podcast, I'm not like an intelligent gamer or a technical person. I just play video games because they're fun.
Well, don't feel discouraged because I'm the type of guy who I own a PC right now, but I seriously am having such trouble just like grasping the idea of like I need to know what graphics card to get. I need to because I need to upgrade my PC.
Yeah,
so I'm already having problems
worried
with
about
that.
that
So don't be discouraged because I'm also in the same situation of I'm not as intelligent as I say I am in terms of gaming.
Yeah, you're still probably higher than I am. Like, especially with like YouTube wise too. It's like these guys keep complaining about, oh, it takes so long to upload this video, and I'm like, I wouldn't know. I'm not technical.
I wouldn't know either if they didn't tell me.
16 hours is a long time for anything.
Yeah,
that's true.
So, anyways, I've been playing some Borderlands 2. I just came out with, I want to say I hit level 13, but I need to start playing that. I got my brother's computer, which is definitely going to be putting it into like 720p, 1080p probably. So,
solid.
Yeah.
Why is it that everything we've talked about so far has somehow gotten back to the topic of P?
I don't know. I mean, I think
He is awesome.
well,
you're just saying that because your name starts with a P.
Everybody.
No.
Wait, I just thought, like, wouldn't it be really funny if Paul happens to leave, goes to the bathroom, and comes back without us noticing he leaves? Just because he's on Skype.
well, yeah. I mean, you could technically get away with it. If it was a video podcast, you couldn't do that.
Obviously, yes.
But and round
Because
off.
you could take the laptop to the bathroom.
That's true.
Also true.
But then we'd hear, but then we'd hear it in the background, unless he has headphones on. It's like then he puts it really close to his face.
All right.
So,
Let's
Borderlands
get,
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Borderlands, that always, I still haven't played that because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't own it either. I've like seen people playing it on YouTube and like my friends playing it, and I just think I should get that game, but then I don't get it because I'm lazy and don't feel like spending money.
I have no money whatsoever right now.
All right. So, Colin,
What?
what have you been playing this
Dude,
week?
I've only been playing Smite, and I've explained this in your last
Yes.
week's thing. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Colin is a big
because
ass
sadly
fight.
Colin couldn't be here last week for the
Yes.
podcast. He was with.
I was trying to make quality videos with frickin' Sebastian, but he deleted like frickin' 8 videos out of the 10 we made.
But now he's got fraps,
Yeah,
so
so
he
they made 10 videos worth of Smite gameplay, and then Sebastian deleted 8 of them without even going to him. So we're kind of angry
pretty
at
much
that,
what we're
and-
saying is fuck you, Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sebastian.
If you're watching this,
You're off the team.
Hopefully, at some point, you will watch this. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You're off the team.
But I honestly like just knowing Sebastian. I feel bad saying that because he's such a lovable person and like has.
Well,
he's never done anything to aggravate me before this, and so I just he's a good person. He's a good person.
Yeah.
He's a little teddy bear.
And sadly,
He is like seriously. He just reminds me of a teddy bear.
he does until he spoils the end of
Until he goes over his level of joking around that he does it
That
so much that you have no idea.
Alright, why
what
don't we
he's doing.
just start,
What?
So
personal,
Smite.
no personal.
Yeah,
What
sorry,
have you
sorry.
been playing this week,
I
Colin?
already said it.
He said he's
he's
been
a
playing
Smite.
Smite,
That's
so
like
he hasn't
the
been
only
doing
thing
a
I've
ton.
Alright, so Ben, what have you been playing
Yeah,
this
Ben, what have you
week?
been playing?
It's been a bad week for gaming for me. I don't think I've gone on my computer.
Wow.
But he
that's-
has been putting some videos on Civilization.
Yes, he's been
Murder.
uploading. So you've been uploading a bunch of videos of
America.
Civilization 5.
America time.
A
By
Brave
the
New
way,
World.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
In the thumbnail, like how it's a Photoshop picture of your face. Okay, because the first time I saw the thumbnail, I was like, oh look, Jake made a really cool thumbnail with his face in it. And then I looked at we have a Facebook page now, the cover photo for that, and I was like, wait, that looks like Ben's face, not Jake's. What's going on here?
Yeah, and by the way, if you have been to our Facebook page, which I don't think a lot of people are, because
Link in the description.
Yeah, there will be a link in the
along with,
description.
and all of the trailers.
Yes.
I'm so sorry that we haven't been putting the links to the trailers in the previous podcast.
We will get to that.
We
sometime
will be
soon.
doing that now, from now on. But also, I actually was trying to make some new channel art for like the banner for our YouTube channel. That didn't work out so well because YouTube's methods of cropping like the photo so you can actually make a decent like banner art is fucking dumb. So
yeah,
I gotta try that again.
It's really bad.
But eventually I will get it.
Message to YouTube. I liked your layout before this, so go back to that.
It does have.
So does everybody.
Here's the thing: it has certain benefits to it, but then you get to the design part, and it's like.
I'm actually I mostly watch YouTube on a mobile device, and I personally think that the mobile app for
the
YouTube
mobile app is amazing. Like,
yeah, I love it. I think it's great.
I liked it, and then when they updated, I liked it even more.
I'm
and
sorry.
then it
Yes,
got
true.
worse.
I'm sorry, I just have to interrupt right here. When Google separated from Apple, and the automatically downloaded YouTube app on the iPhone went away,
Yes.
I was pissed.
Yeah, I was
too.
I had.
But the thing is,
I
guys, if this-
I am mad, and I'm going to stop.
It's a
Okay.
rant.
I had at least 200 videos that I had
Shout out to
favorited.
Syria and Iran.
Pro government. As
So
I
as
had
Ben
at
was
least
saying,
200 videos saved, and I didn't even need an account to do it. And I had favorited 200 videos, and then they just disappeared.
what the fuck?
But there's a reason for that though, because you didn't have an account?
No, you could just go on and favorite videos, and they'd be saved to your phone.
it's true. It's true.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, that was never a problem for me because I never did that until I got a channel, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start. Well, until I got an account, and then I was like,
Same.
yeah, this app is amazing. And
So
it's
basically, the point here is, fuck you, YouTube, but we also love you.
We're not getting a partner.
We're just gonna say yeah for
I love
a
you,
whole bunch of
YouTube, even though you've been fucking around with a lot of people in the last couple of weeks.
So Ben's saying fuck you, YouTube. So don't
you
partner
get your
with me.
shit together. All right.
Yeah, partner
No,
us.
I like YouTube. Totally honest.
saying
Like not
Partner-
even.
Partner JTP.
I'm
Don't partner
totally
back.
not trying to get a partnership here.
I'm
But-
hating on Google for separating from Apple.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
you-
he's
Yeah,
saying,
fuck you, Google.
Yeah, fuck you, Google.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, you're awesome, YouTube.
To quote
Even though YouTube is part of Google.
Total Biscuit, you should kind of treat me like a prostitute. I'm not here to really give you anything of like sentimental value. I'm here to give you entertainment, and in return you offer me with ad revenue. That's basically what Total Biscuit said.
That was the weirdest
I
analogy
would.
ever.
Yeah.
We can. Well,
I think anybody who has never seen a
Jake.
Total Biscuit video will be.
he did it
wondering
on the
about that.
podcast. He did it on the podcast once. He talked about it. It was a joke, but I mean, really, it kind of makes sense. Kind of.
Anyway, Paul, what have you been playing this week?
Yes.
Talk to this.
Well, I've been playing GTA 5. It's entirely.
Yes!
Oh,
Someone,
GT.
finally,
No
someone
Spoilers,
else.
I haven't played it yet, Paul.
What is your favorite part of it so far?
Can I just say like the entire game? I
Yeah,
mean,
that's acceptable.
I haven't played it yet, Paul, so if you
Hey, Colin.
spoil it.
Who's your
Well,
favorite
I know.
character?
oof. I don't know. Trevor's kind of crazy, but
See, but
I
if
think
you
Franklin.
if you don't
Franklin's
say
most chill.
Franklin, people are gonna call you a racist.
Well,
So-
I actually Franklin's a cool character. I like some of those earlier
I
levels.
need a girl
He's
character in
urban.
GTA, just saying.
Some of those earlier
He actually-
levels,
he makes me
he has like some arguments with that friend of his, like I forget his kid name, Lamar. Those
Lamar.
those guys are hilarious. Like their arguments are fucking hilarious. Like I'm not really like hip on urban lingo, but from what I could
no surprise there.
But I'm not really hip on urban lingo.
Yeah.
Oh come on.
See, I don't know what the kids say these days, but
To sound like an old man, I don't really know what kids say these days.
I believe the right word to use here is YOLO.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
Dude.
see, if you're
come
ever with
on.
like a bunch
Alright.
of weird kids and you don't know what to say, just yell YOLO and they'll probably agree with you.
Oh god, fuck the world.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Well, what have you contributed to this
he's
so far?
he's contributing right now.
Yeah, he's talking about GTA
So-
5.
So what do you think about Michael as a character? Do you like him?
Yeah, I like Michael as well. I mean, he's basically the only normal character in the
That's true,
game.
yeah.
Well, actually, I wouldn't say any of the characters are normal. I mean, really,
He's the most normal.
He's the most normal.
I mean, Trevor is like a fucking hillbilly.
And a psychopath.
And a psychopath.
But, he's
And
also,
then-
but
and-
occasionally, and I'm not going to spoil when, there's times where you're like, oh, good for you, Trevor. It's like, there are those moments where he's like, that's surprisingly good for him, and then you realize, oh yeah, he's still a crazy motherfucker.
Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, Trevor's such a good person. Oh wait, he's a psychopath hillbilly who likes killing
It's like
people. Never mind.
It's both ways. It's like he's kind of a good guy if you're lucky enough to be his friend, but if you are not that, he is going to be crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
But I like how each character, when you start off the game, has like varying different traits, and you can actually like a lot of the different things you can do, the random crap like play tennis or go bike riding, that actually improves like stamina, or you can go to a firing range and improve your shooting ability, or
There's
you can
like
swim,
stats in it, which I
or
thought
you
was
can
really
do
nice.
like a lot of deep diving and swimming, and then you can improve your breathing abilities. So
I gotta still learn how to breathe better.
yeah, so I can run faster.
That's
Not
actually
getting that
really dumb,
shark.
but like I'm in chorus and they teach us about better breathing like every day,
Really?
and it's like really annoying because we're like, all right, come on, we've known how to breathe since we were born, otherwise we'd be dead. But then they like talk about it and you do it, and it's like, oh shit, this makes sense. Breathing.
Yeah.
Speaking of breathing, I had an asthma attack.
Who knew that breathing was actually helpful?
I know, right?
I know,
Paul?
right?
No.
It's just
I don't
like-
breathe.
Paul, I
so
can't
much.
tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
Oh, come on.
Knowing
Let's
Paul,
just go
he
with
might
both.
not.
All
Alright,
right.
where's the hat?
So,
What's the
So, have you
hat?
been playing anything else? Or, better yet, do you have any, sorry, I keep talking to the monitor instead of the mic. God damn it. Do you have any final thoughts on Grand Theft Auto 5?
It's fun.
Well,
You heard it here first.
It's a storyline on it. It's great so far. It's got a really long storyline too, so it's not
got an
gonna.
incredibly
It's
long
not a.
storyline.
It's not a game you could beat in like a day or two. It's
Yeah, I've been playing it for about a week, so I'm very interested to see where it goes. I think I don't even think I'm halfway through it at this point. So
just put it
I'm
on a speaker.
playing it too right now, and I gotta
no,
say
no,
I'm
no, no.
completely just awestruck by this game, and I don't know if it's earned Game of the Year status quite yet in my mind. I think that Last of Us and Tomb Raider still have a shot, but I think that it's pretty good.
Well, we have like 40 games being released in the next month or
Yeah,
so.
we'll get to releases later, to like new releases later, but for now, while Colin is trying to position that hat, I'm going to talk about what I've been playing this week.
Colin,
Um,
what the fuck?
And then I get to the inevitable point where I talk about, hey, yeah, I've also been playing Grand Theft Auto, and this is actually the only thing I've been playing the whole week, guys.
It's like most people who have Grand Theft Auto, it's like, oh, what have you played last week? Well,
Grand Theft
Monday I
Auto.
played Grand Theft Auto, Tuesday I played Grand Theft Auto, Wednesday I played Grand Theft Auto, and Thursday I played Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
So,
Grand Theft Auto is a pretty amazing game. It's like, I like how the characters aren't really... They're very complex. And which is good, because a lot of people are comparing like the story of this game, like in terms of its maturity and its the content it deals with, it's very similar to kind of like the gaming equivalent of Breaking Bad, and I like the idea that that's what we could be looking at here.
Okay. So,
Dude, Skype just makes the best sound sometimes.
I know
It's
the
like,
ringtone.
Like you should be able to take every. I bet somebody's done this, but just like I want to certain. No, that was Paul making a bird sound, not a ringtone.
That was me.
But Oh
they running?
shit, that was bad. Oh god, I really thought that was Paul. But
yeah.
Like I want to just search YouTube for Skype like mix or Skype sound mix and just like find somebody who made like a song out of all the Skype sounds.
There's another one.
Is that real or was that Paul?
No.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know what's real and what's not now.
Inception. All right.
Colin is Skyping.
Speaking of like really weird movies, I was. We're gonna kind of go off on a rant now. That really.
Paul, stop.
That's Colin.
That's not particularly.
That's Colin.
That's not
That's
particularly related to gaming, but I think it's good because random conversations and podcasts are always good. You watched co-optional podcasts, or at least 15 minutes.
True.
Of it.
There's
they
a lot
go,
of random.
They go off on top.
chatter.
Jesse is fucking hilarious.
He is.
That man is.
So JTP Gaming though.
Yeah,
The JTP
so-
podcast. We're all fucking randoms.
Yeah, exactly. So I was telling Colin at lunch about a movie that I'd seen a while ago called Sucker
Don't
Punch.
you dare talk about that movie.
Can we not talk about Sucker Punch though? Because it's a shitty movie.
But the thing is, I respect it more because the story.
How can you have any respect for that movie?
Because the story may not have been that good, but I understand what they were trying to do with it, and also more importantly, steampunk Nazi zombies.
Yeah.
You cannot argue against an entire scene where they are in hot outfits. I mean, you see Vanessa Hudgens attack.
That wasn't me that time.
You see Vanessa Hudgens like just go to town, just like chopping up like.
I'd like to see Vanessa Hudgens go to town.
Alright.
You see her chopping up a bunch of like dudes with a tomahawk in the middle of the trenches in World War II, like occupied.
See, but it's like it's such a
What if I'm
serious
busy?
topic of
What
like
if I'm
these
busy?
girls are in prison and they know they're never gonna get out, so they create this alternate reality. But it's like
in their minds.
in their
and
like it's in their minds. But like the thing is, you'd think, oh, this could be like a really interesting movie that's like actually like a non-fiction movie that like actually teaches you and like or not teaches you, but like shows you the like what it's like to be in that situation. But instead they're like, no, we're just gonna like put dragons and like
But because
Nazis
what they were
and
trying to
shit in
do,
this.
they were trying to do two things. I think one, they were trying to make a movie that was like, hey, we really want to make a movie that's just a bunch of really like bizarre like video game tropes. And then
I feel
also
like they took like a semi-serious topic and just like fucked with it.
But then, what I've heard a lot of people say is that when they were making the movie, they were like, well, for one thing, the extended cut is a lot better because they actually cut out a lot of good scenes that were originally in the original cut and then just like completely cut them out for the theatrical cut because so I was like, damn it. So there's an entire fight scene when they're trying to like kill the baby dragon and like get the stone from its neck so they can like ignite the fire. I know it's really weird to explain scenes. So
Never seen that.
Really?
All right, no, I
It's
haven't
like-
seen the entire movie.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay. Well, the point is, they go through those three like major action scenes, and it's like, apparently the whole movie is supposed to be a message of like female empowerment because it's like there's a bunch of girls kicking ass, and just like I mean, seriously, there's that entire scene with.
Whatever happened to equality?
What?
Well then, that was
Whoa,
a drastic
okay.
change. That
Yeah,
escalated
shout
quickly.
I can't decide whether it's just random or sexist. don't know what to
I
think
thought
of
this
that.
podcast was about gaming when they told me to come like join this, but apparently
It's a
about,
bit of
like,
randomness is
equality.
always
All
good.
right,
Look,
so-
guys, it could be worse. I could be arguing with him about Pacific Rim again. I don't
Alright,
wanna do
so
that.
Yeah,
Ben,
let's not do that.
what games are you looking forward to be playing?
Well, we could
like,
go to the releases
in the
right
next-
now.
in the
So
next
if you
month.
sign into the computer, I'd like to look up the
You're
releases.
in.
Alright, well hold on, let's see what Ben.
You're interrupting Ben. Come on.
So anyway,
So Ben,
what games are you looking?
Are you gonna slouch the entire time?
What games are you looking forward to
Obviously,
like in the
Watch
past?
Dogs.
Okay,
so Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about that game, but to be totally honest, I have no idea what it's about.
One of my biggest selling
It's basically
points. One of,
GTA but with hacking.
Alright, so Ben, go ahead.
one of my biggest selling points on this is the fact that it actually takes place in Chicago.
Dude.
And if I'm correct, there's only been pretty much one other game that takes place in Chicago. It was the Earthquake one. Can someone back me up on this?
The Blues Brothers, the movie, the game.
No, there was something about
No, look it up.
Earthquake.
My bad.
See, this is
Well,
my house.
there was a mission in Splinter Cell Blacklist that took place in Chicago.
But this is entirely based in Chicago.
Okay.
And, unfortunately, I've seen the gameplay, some of the gameplay, and honestly, it's like, They could at least try to make it a little more realistic and not put a giant river flowing, separating off the south side from...
But your complaint is simply because they decided we're not going to make it exactly like Chicago.
And plus, also think about it. This is in the future. Like,
it is
a lot in. Well,
it
I
is.
mean,
you're
thinking people are walking right now, just hacking things through cameras and stuff
but
like
that doesn't matter though, because even if it's in the future, it doesn't mean that a whole river is going to produce. And more to the point, that doesn't even matter in and of itself.
But you never know what's going to happen with rivers and stuff.
But I think it takes place in the present day. It takes place in present day.
Chicago's a swamp. It would all flood.
Going geographical.
I live in a swamp.
Yes, you do. Actually, about 5 blocks. I want to say it that way. It was
Would be south.
Oh no, that way then.
Perfect dark.
Which would be north.
Perfect dark.
Wait, no, that.
Wait.
That's north. That's south.
Anyway, about 5.
God, I can sell this with.
About
Wait for it.
Compass?
Wait,
Compass
yes.
app? Yeah.
Compass app.
Isn't that Compass app great?
Compass app.
There's this annoying girl in one of my
Can't use it straight
animation
up.
studio who's
I
like,
can.
iOS 7 is terrible. It's like, have you used the Compass app? Like that. I guess it's not a huge selling point, but
I got iOS 7
it
just for the
tells
compass.
you when it's censored.
It has a compass anyway.
Whoa.
Alright, so
Freaking
anyway.
north is that way?
Okay, that way. That way.
Yeah.
So about 5 blocks that way is the old shore to Lake Michigan. So the old saying is that if you live here long enough, eventually you will have lakefront property.
Cool.
But I mean, the whole thing.
Fun fact.
There you go.
Fun fact.
Alright, so, Colin,
What?
what are you looking forward to be playing?
Black Flag. I mean, I probably said this like 20 times
can you
last
also do
podcast, but you know.
Yeah, Black Flag is looking really good. They released another trailer recently
did.
showing off a lot of some of the side
and,
characters.
And the character trailer also showed Edward in like a different colored version of the outfit than his original. So I am very hopeful that they're gonna let you customize the outfit.
I don't think that's actually him customizing.
No, not well in
Yeah,
AC3
but,
he doesn't show up in the cinematics or the.
And also, I don't think that's what you think it is, because the problem with what you're saying is that his outfit there, I think that's before he was officially Assassin, so I don't think that's actually his customized
basically
outfit.
the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can actually, like, change it.
You better be able to.
I don't know. I don't
That's
really...
one of the great things about AC2. I love that.
Paul. But the thing is, it's not really a necessity. I mean, but we can go through some of the releases for the next month.
So Paul, what are your views on Black Flag?
Yeah, Paul.
I mean, I've seen the trailers for it. I think it's really cool how they make it more open world now.
And
with
seamless.
it's not so much like in AC3 where you had different regions. Now it's just all basically one world with different islands that you can go to.
It's pretty sweet.
And
well, except
I
there's
think-
no load times now.
what?
There's no load times.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
not comment on this because personally I'm just not
You don't
excited
care?
for this game at
Alright.
all and
Well, I'm an honorable AC3 or AC fan.
Yeah, I
Here's
know
the
you
thing.
are.
Well, here's the thing. AC Revelations was a goddamn disaster. AC3 was terrible.
AC3 I liked.
Okay,
better
it
than
wasn't terrible.
Revelations.
It had some good ideas, but I'm sorry, I just
Liked it
cannot
better-
forgive them for the
liked it
stupid
better than
decisions they
Revelations.
made with that. I'm completely with Paul all the way. No, oh my
Nice,
god.
Tom.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Tom, all the way about this whole thing. I'm so sorry, dude.
I'm just not interested in it anymore. Like literally, I got Brotherhood was my first one, and I never played 1 or 2, but I heard other people talk about it, and I
And I
heard
can
they were
understand
really
that because
good.
Brotherhood was actually, I think, the best one in the franchise.
Yeah, Brotherhood was the best one.
I think you started on a pretty good point, and then I think it went downhill from
to
there.
I think that's also part of my problem is I started with the best game in the franchise so far, so every game after that has just seen worse.
Well, here.
Yeah, and if you go backward, then 2 is like, oh, this is actually really good. But then it's like there were some gameplay mechanics that are like, ugh, and then first one is just awful.
Hey, I love the first one.
The
It's
first
my
one-
favorite.
The first one is so repetitive though that you can
It
only
is,
play, you
but-
can only play for the story and only that. and then,
I
it's like,
am a story gamer, so I play, and it's my favorite setting.
I raged so hard at it again because I just wanted to end. I just wanted I just want to finish it. I just want to end
Even
it
if
so I
it
can
was
stop playing
repetitive, I
this
still
game.
loved it. Just because of the back knife, you can do shank.
I don't know if I'm just
Shank.
I don't know if I'm just stupid
Shank,
or if
yeah,
the
sure.
multiplayer is actually awful, but I cannot.
The
play
multiplayer,
multiplayer
it takes a bit of skill to behind it. You
It's
need
no,
to-
but my point is I'll join a game mode and it's like, oh, this game mode's called something, and I'll be like, oh, okay, so I should do this, and then I try doing that, and it's like, no, you're actually supposed to do this. I'm like, well, fuck, my bad.
Yeah, it's a game for not everyone because...
I get sad when I play multiplayer because no one wants to play multiplayer with
Well,
with
that's the
people.
thing, it's like, I don't play for
Pisses me
multiplayer. Like, I'll
off.
play it for maybe, like, a while,
I
and then
play
I'm just
it
gonna
with...
focus
If
on
I'll play it if someone will play it with me because it's fun that way. Then you can be like, suck it, bitch, and then when you kill someone, you be like...
So...
But
I think
also
we
the
should-
problem with, like, multiplayer is you can't be one of the... Like,
And smoke
take
bombs
Call
are-
of Duty...
They better be nerfed in 4.
Take Call of Duty, for example, is, like, the range of skill in Call of Duty multiplayer is so large that you're, like, bound to at least run into somebody, like, near your skill every once in a while. Versus Assassin's Creed multiplayer, the only people who play it are people who are really good at it. And I'm not that good at it.
First to a second
And so
round.
whenever I join a game, I play, and I'm like, well, I don't want to keep playing this. It just makes me feel like shit because I'm bad at it.
Or that like with Splinter Cell Blacklist, in Spider
Which I
vs.
don't really play
Mercs,
that much.
like if you join a game, you could be level 1 and you'll be facing like level 56s and somehow already made it in like 2 days. But you'll be facing like level 56s, 49s, and you'll get placed on like teams that are like level 6, level 8 against the level 49, level 66, level or 56, and level 56. It's just like they need to keep a level cap on the multiplayer so that you don't, like Tom was saying, feel really bad at the game and just never want to play the multiplayer.
Well, if you don't mind, I want to kind of get off this topic because I'm kind of depressed with the whole Assassin's Creed talk. 'Cause
Alright,
I just really want the next one to be good, and then I'll have my faith restored. Probably, but I'll have to wait a month.
I mean, that's
after
kind of why I
to make
say
a
like
full
about every game, but
Yeah. So let's go through some of the other releases. I sound really depressed right now.
yeah, you do.
So 2 of the releases really caught my eye: Batman: Arkham Origins, and then Beyond Two Souls.
Wii U, surprisingly.
Well, yeah. So Batman: Arkham Origins. This was a bit of an odd game when it was first announced because I played Arkham City. I don't know if any of you played Arkham City.
I played Arkham City.
Well, if you played Arkham City, you can agree that it was brilliant, right? It was an awesome
It
game.
was.
Yeah.
It was.
It was
Yes,
incredible.
it was.
The ending, I shed a it's a single tear type of ending where it's like you shed one single tear and then you're like, that was amazing, and then
See, the only Batman game I've ever played was Lego Batman, so
it's a good place to start. And actually the first
it actually was a really entertaining game.
the first Batman game I ever played was the one they released for Batman Begins. They actually did release a Batman Begins game, and I played it on the PS2, and it was made by the same people who made Splinter Cell. So, or at least one of the guys. So, and you could tell because there was like similar, like the heads-up display was similar, and you could use an optic cable under doors, and you could interrogate people. It was really, it was really cool. But
I mean,
and they had the full cast from the movie. So.
With the Batman games is like, I've never been like a huge Batman guy. Like I like the movies that I've seen; they've all been pretty good. But I always thought, you know, Batman's a superhero. Superheroes for little kids, and then like. I would see commercials for these games, or like I'll see it on YouTube of people playing it, and I'm like, this is not a little kid game. This is like
Yeah, like Arkham City, there are some parts that are like kind of dark. I mean,
And something that I've noticed is that the fact that you can tell who they're advertising to partially by just like the movies or what they're doing in general. I don't think I've ever seen someone get killed or murdered in Spider-Man, but I have seen.
That's kind of the rule of well, that's Spider-Man and Marvel, or not DC, but that's kind of the rule of DC Comics that they don't kill people.
but Spider-Man is Marvel.
I know, that's why I said I know. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I was prepared.
By the way, Thor 2. I'm excited.
Thor 2. I didn't like one.
I'm even more. Yeah, I didn't like one either, but this one looks better.
yeah, but Natalie Portman's in it, so that makes it okay.
Yeah, and well, Natalie Portman. Surprisingly, I didn't like her character in the first one. Like, she
Doesn't
should
matter,
have.
she's
She
hot.
should have been the only saving grace in that film.
She should have been wearing less clothes in that movie.
Although oddly,
Agreed.
Not Paul Tom.
although
And
oddly,
Paul.
and although
I'm sorry, I'm just not a superhero movie guy. Like, I saw Captain America.
Exactly.
Amazing. I think I saw the first Iron Man, but I haven't seen like any of the other.
Yeah,
What's it called? The Avengers. That thing. Yeah.
You haven't
I haven't
seen
seen any of the other Avenger movies. Like, I haven't seen the actual Avengers. I haven't seen any of the Hulk movies. I haven't seen Thor.
I saw.
If you want, we can we can watch it later. Like
And
we.
by the
we-
way,
that's the thing,
I
is,
have-
like,
My dad
Like-
buys like all of them, so I have Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2,
I haven't seen
Hulk,
3.
Hulk 1.
I'm just
But
like
you
not
should
that
see-
interested in it. Like that's the thing.
I
So
feel
now
like-
I'm like bringing in things
but
that
I
are
feel
Well,
like-
here's the thing. I think it seems like every time I watch a superhero movie, I poke so many holes into it. It's just not entertaining.
That's the thing. It's like that's the thing.
Speaking,
That,
speaking of poking holes,
Your
Where's
mouth.
this going?
I don't think Iron Man is made. I think iron as an armor would be weaker than steel.
Yeah, he's probably not made of iron.
No,
Just saying.
they
just-
said that in 1. He was made of some sort of titanium lightweight.
But the only reason-
Titanium white like
like-
aloe man.
they call, but guys,
Yeah, but like people won't get that, so I'm just gonna call myself Iron Man. You know,
Yeah,
makes more sense.
yeah, that's the thing. You can't. There's a middle ground between what you can take seriously and what you shouldn't take seriously because you're just gonna come off as a douche if you poke too many holes in it. That's the reason why I seriously implore you, Colin, like don't fuck with me in Pacific Rim anymore.
Okay, fine.
Because-
Can I say one more thing though?
No.
Fucking Batman. If he just killed Joker, he would have so much less trouble. Are you kidding me?
That's the thing, though.
Fucking
If there was an opportunity,
Fucking Batman.
that there's
How
a,
does
there's,
it work?
there's a school of thought where if he was to kill the Joker, it would have been like almost a slippery slope of he would have been even more
Yeah, I know that.
yeah, where he would have become more lenient with who he kills. After
Yeah, that's true. Like Batman is just like from the movies I've seen.
What?
He seems like the kind of superhero that's like, you know, is he a superhero or is he a bad guy? Like always on that line where he could go either way. And I think if he did like kill people, then he would like everybody would see him as sort of a bad guy.
Well, they kind of already do.
Welcome back. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties.
Technical, sure.
We get Taco Tuesdays.
No.
Yeah, we
Even
got
though
some-
it's Friday.
We got some stuff here. So we're gonna finish up. We're gonna finish up this podcast. We occasionally screw around, so then we get up really and we end up getting,
Occasionally.
we end up getting really tired, and we just want to end it and then start the editing process. Seems a bit unprofessional to mention this, but you know,
It's
fuck it.
8:30.
Yeah.
Is it really?
So
Yeah, it is actually.
Fuck.
I know. Time flies when you're having.
When you
Well, I'm
When you're-
trying to think what we accomplished
You
here.
can always
who said I was
have
having
a
fun?
We
vibrating
talked
card.
about games for a while. We talked about upcoming releases, and then you guys made fun of a YouTuber who's actually very talented. So
Not on.
You just pulled unplugged the mic from Paul.
And the mic was unplugged, guys.
We
Yeah.
should probably stop this now.
No?
so
So take 2.
well, no. This is a
Alright,
continuous
we're back.
take. We're not going to stop. Okay. So again, Batman Arkham Origins was one of the main releases that's being released next month, and I'm really excited for it. That, along with Black Flag, should make for a pretty good
Yeah,
release.
Black Flag. So excited.
So,
He is. He's excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. You know, hello, welcome back. Sorry about that. We had to take a bit of a break for certain things. There were tacos involved. Can you blame us?
Tacos? Oh, you guys didn't tell me.
Oh yeah, Paul didn't get tacos. He's in Florida.
Well, it wouldn't really help you that much. You're kind of over a Skype call.
Well, you guys could send me tacos.
Yeah, we'll send in the mail. It'll get you tomorrow morning, where you're probably not going to want them. And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
well, that's
gross tacos.
that's the thing.
Actually, I would still eat a taco.
Probably.
Okay.
Sorry, I underestimated him.
Tacos, man.
Yeah. So
It's
so
best
I'm just going to go through a release really quick because we need to end the podcast due to time constraints and people being assholes. Batman Arkham Origins, Beyond Two Souls are all coming out
That's the
on
worst
fall.
time.
Yeah, that is a really good bad timing. Watch Dogs is also coming out on November. That's actually 4 days after the release of the PlayStation 4, in which case we'll have the release of Killzone Shadowfall. Don't. And then we also have
Blue and orange.
at the end of October we have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. For those of you who have always wanted a good pirate game.
I'm a pirate.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking pirate.
Yeah, he knows what's up. Alright.
On my level. Even though I'm actually.
And
not excited for
on
the game.
October 8th, you can expect to see the Dishonored Game of the Year edition. Which
that's coming out?
Yeah, Dishonored.
I tried
Game of the
playing
Year
it.
edition.
I played the first couple of missions. I was like, "Fuck, I'm bad at this," and then I just stopped.
Some people are just not good at stealth games.
I'm not good at stealth like black and white.
Yeah.
But I might actually pick that up because I'm actually really interested in playing.
Actually, hopefully we can get a link below of us trying to play
Black. Me and
Blacklist.
Ben may try and fail at Blacklist. That might happen.
That
I'm
was-
probably gonna go do that after this podcast.
That was
so.
atrocious. So
Dude,
It
me
will-
and Ben will get good at that.
and Just Dance 2014 on October 8th.
Oh boy.
Did you seriously just add that in?
I feel like we should edit
Why
that
not?
out just to be like, fuck
Just
you,
Dance.
Just Dance.
Also, SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton's Robotic Revenge, October 22nd, 2013.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be playing that. No
I
joke.
will
Wait,
be
is
at
that
Game-
actually coming out? They're making a SpongeBob game in 2013?
Yeah.
I feel like that's actually like,
I will
a good
be
thing
there.
to
I will
talk
be at the
about, like a
GameStop.
topic.
I will be at the GameStop all night waiting for that. So if you're going,
Ben, trust me, I don't think there's gonna be a very
Ben will
long line
also
for
be
it.
signing like posters. If you want to print out a poster of him, we'll be signing them.
Actually, it can be a poster
You're
of
not going to
anything.
bring
Ben will still sign
posters.
it.
I'm not going
God
to bring posters.
Damn, there
You're
is
not gonna
like
bring
nothing
your
else going. Okay, fine. Okay,
You also have to bring the pen for him to
if
sign
you're
it.
if you
And
have
you
He
have to
lives in a
like.
box. He doesn't have much.
If
He
you have
also wants tacos.
if you have a PlayStation Vita or Nintendo 3DS, you can also
Preferably
play
by Tuesday.
Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, which is sort of the sequel to Batman Arkham Origins that's being released on
You said it was racist.
that's being released on handheld, so you can pick that up. That actually looks like it's going to be pretty good. It's basically a side-scrolling Batman Arkham game.
That sounds really dumb.
On
I hate,
handheld.
like, personally, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's nostalgic when you play, like, a modern side-scroller. But
Some
I'm
people-
like,
it's
no,
not
it's
about-
actually just,
But
like, lazy.
they
I
sometimes
got-
do get it really good, though. I don't know if you've ever seen a game called Mark of the Ninja.
Stop,
but
I need
Mark of the
to-
Ninja is a
I need to
very
do
good
this.
game. There are some side-scrollers that are very good.
There's also a game
But-
called Terraria, which
I
is,
also know Terraria, and it's like, there are some good side-scrollers, but a lot of times,
okay, I'm
it's
sorry.
like,
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
And
but
Lego
I will,
Marvel
I
Superheroes.
will also be at the GameStop to get Lego Marvel Superheroes on October
hear that's supposed
22nd.
to be
It's the
pretty good.
same day, so I will be there for October 22nd release of SpongeBob.
He's gonna be spending $100, $120.
and if you bring a pen and a baby, he'll sign the baby.
Yes, he will also kiss it.
Yes.
That's
Whether
an
you
extra
want-
fee, though.
Yes, that would be like extra.
Whether you want him to or not, he's gonna
Nice.
kiss the baby.
Sonic Lost Worlds also comes out on October 22nd. So
There are definitely gonna be some people buying that.
Okay,
Yeah, I won't be one.
guys. I
Alright,
think
so-
we should end this now.
Alright, so
Yeah.
my name is Matthew Lundeen, and this has been the JTP Gaming Podcast, Episode 1. I'm so sorry.
Get hyper. Get hyper.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Cinnamon roll.
Yes, cinnamon roll. Everyone, we have to do cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll.
1, 2, 3.